What's up, everybody, and very happy Friday. Thank you all for tuning in on tonight's broadcast of Freedom Wars here on 6 Axis. So with that being said, let's team up with the community in cooperation as we enter towards a wonderful world of Freedom Wars. So very happy Friday to all those tuning in, whether it be on the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel, are going to be playing here on the PlayStation Network. As you already know, every single Friday starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we like to deploy on several harvesting raids, or sometimes PvP raids, depending on what's available as we make it happen. And we're going to rock and roll, because we got to defend our beloved Panopticon, and that's pretty much exactly what we're going to make happen, right? It is a beautiful Friday, as the weekend has now arrived. And we're gonna do some good old cooperations. I can't even talk right now. I'm so excited that the weekend is here. I'm just like, yes, it's the holiday now. We get to relax and enjoy the festivities as we always do. We'll be setting up a lobby dedicated to the people out there with no restrictions whatsoever. And as we make it happen, we're gonna base it off our Twitch channel, so that way you guys can differentiate our location and join upon its creation and stuff, because that's always the good thing. And that's what we're going to try to strive for, right? Of course, it's going to be lovely as the weekend is now amongst us. We got to go ahead and do our fair share of contributions. I mean, it's definitely important to make Percy Proper proud. So, and we're going to rock out. I got some good old soda pop here as well as the refreshment of the night. It's definitely good to have something to drink. Tuesday actually broadcast with nothing to drink, and I still feel the effects of it. It took a toll on my voice, and I've been having a sore throat ever since. I'm not too sure it was because of that or because I'm sick. I'm one of the two, but either way, you know, we try to do what we can. We're gonna push forward. We'll be selecting a bunch of missions as well, because it's very imperative to have our you know, our special operations on standby, and it's going to be one of the essential things, of course, when we do our weekly contributions. We have to definitely you know, put in the work necessary. So we're gonna be choosing from the following missions, which will be pretty good. I'm gonna try to go for some of these ones here, and you know, I did the Kit Kat missions. That's one of the ones I really do like a lot. But we're gonna also select here, we're gonna get Soul, as well as, let's see, what else would be good. I think most of the missions I already are in standby. We can also take down some Dianeas, which would be very imperative, and it's one of the things that we want to try to strive for, as well as Red Rages. So anyways, I also want to give a big shout outs to the family, whom I really do love a lot. So thank you so much for the support, and I appreciate the you know, the hellos and all that good stuff out there. So you know, I'm a very blessed individual. I'll say that, man. I'm thankful for my family. So and happy Friday to all of you out there too. I always wish it, you know, because you want to wish the best Fridays to other peoples and stuff. It's always good. So anyways, let's go ahead and embark with the missions already selected as we start off here this fantastic evening. And we're gonna take on some good old-fashioned abductors, because you know, we gotta go ahead and represent here and do the good stuff, because it's always imperative that we make it happen. So we'll be selecting from the following. We got a lot of missions over here already on standby, so I think we're gonna open up with some what will be good. You know what, let's try to go all out. Let's take on some dragons. I think dragons will be the best to take on here at the beginning. As we make it happen, I'll be switching out to my anti-Dianea loadout, which is very important. You always want to try to have yourself a decent loadout anytime you take on such enemies. Now these guys are pretty bad shazzes out there, so you have to be very careful on how we approach these abductors. So you know, they're very powerful. These are actually one of the strongest abductors in the game that we'll be taking on. So brace yourself. It's gonna be lovely as we get ready to celebrate in goodness with Freedom Wars, because it's what we do. And we're representing over here. Oh yeah, it is Friday the 13th. Isn't that crazy? What the heck? Yeah, it is. I just noticed right now. It's Friday the 13th. Ooh, spooky. Oh yes. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, don't go on. Stay away from lakes, if you know what I mean. Oh boy, you're gonna catch a machete. Oh man, Jason. Those movies are so freaking scary. Like, it's crazy. Oh, not really that scary, but it's cool. I always thought so as a kid. You know, because you have Jason, which is he haunts you in the nightmares and stuff. No, Freddy Krueger. He's the one that haunts you in the night. Jason's the one from the lake. That's the mama's boy. Alright, anyways, let's see what else we have here. Oh, we got Sonic saying, "Yas, how's it going, Six?" I'm doing pretty good, man. How about yourself? I hope you're having a fantastic one. I mean, I know it is fantastic because it's Friday. That makes it even more fantastic. It's a fantastic Friday, of course. You always gotta embrace it that way, man, and try to, you have to, you gotta celebrate, especially now that it's Friday the 13th. You gotta brace yourself even more. That's crazy. No one, I mean, I didn't even think about it. It is Friday the 13th. It's crazy stuff. We're nowhere near Halloween either. All right. Anyway, starting off here, the fantastic battle. We're about to deploy onto Wave 1, Round 1. We're taking on the terrible Dianea and all its greatness. There he is. Now, this guy here, he's a bit of a... He's not as crazy as the other Dianeas. He's kind of a small fry. This guy's Junior. I like to call him Junior. And so we're going to pretty much take him on. And as we get ready to start off, we're going to charge up for about a level... Actually, you know what? This guy's not worth it. Let's take on the little minions. These guys, the minions are totally worth it. So, totally forgot. You're level 2, you don't really open up with this dude. However, you gotta take on these guys first because they will be causing a problem on the battlefield if you let them run around and stuff, which is pretty bad. You don't want them to have that because they will be intervening in your war efforts. So try to stray away from it and be as safe as possible because these guys can deliver the bad day fairly quickly if you're not careful enough. But anyways, using a melee weapon is a great way to bypass the shield generator that's provided by the enemy abductor, which is over there. So let's go get a band-aid very quick, as there's extra attacks here being delivered by the foe. Again, you always have to assess each enemies as possible because they will be, they're going to be doing their efforts here to give a bad day, but we're not going to allow it. It's a wonderful Friday, and we're going to try to make it happen here. So as you can see right now, this enemy does have a shield generator on his back, and the best way to address this situation is either go for a drag down, as you can see some of the teammates here were pretty much using their Ibaras here to try to take down the giant behemoth. And that's what we're going to try to help out here and assist. Now currently while he's down, this is a great opportunity to start attacking the shields, as it currently has now been dismantled. And yeah, so congratulations, not bad. Let's get ourselves a little bit of an adrenaline, boosting up our attacks even more. And it's time to go ahead and open up a can of whoop-shaz on this guy and show him the true power of the Freedom Fridays. Oh yes, we will. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait either. So let's see what else we're gonna get over here and continue on addressing as we're about to deploy on the grand festivity of stuff. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter World on my spare time. I gotta say, man, that game has been keeping me that game has been keeping me like into like my PS4 a bit. I really do enjoy it a lot, and I'm actually very happy they Monster Hunter is back on PlayStation represented, so that's good. It's about time. They've been in the hiatus for quite a while now, but it's refreshing to see them back, and they made a lot of improvements on the franchise since I last played, so it's really nice going ahead and taking a look at that. I also want to give a shout out to the people out there who joined for Monster Hunter Tuesdays and participated. I'm looking at you, Mr. Silent Fox, and Jernuke is over there as well. Two supportive individuals, and we did pretty good on those raids, man, I gotta say. But hey, coming next Tuesday, I'm ready. I've been working on a few loadouts and stuff, so I'm a lot better than I was before. Now I won't say I'm a lot better, but I got a couple loadouts that are made pretty well. Anyways, getting back to Freedom Wars, the enemy abductor has about a little bit of health remaining, not too much, so he's pretty much almost done as we're about to wrap up this particular battle with this particular enemy. And yep, so there goes Junior. He's the smallest of the Dianeas. He's a standard Dianea class. But now we're gonna go ahead and witness his parents, right? The Mama and Papa Dianea are gonna be spawning in shortly. And it's time for us to prepare by reviving all our fallen teammates and you know, we gotta get the comrades back over here. It's always important. So anyways, as the arrival of the enemy is about to show up, we're gonna charge up for level 2. And the reason why I say this is because these two enemies, unlike the other one, they're gonna, I mean, they're well, just like the last one we faced, they're gonna have shields. But the problem with them is these guys is that they're alpha types, and them being alpha types means that they're extremely powerful. They have way more defense and offensive capabilities. So these are the cream of the crop when it comes to enemies. So we're gonna go ahead and dismantle their shields over here, so that way we can do our thing. Currently, right now, I am receiving some fire from the enemy foe, taken out though, and the accessory is taking the long way around. I don't know why she's, what the heck? What are you doing taking the scenic route? Alright, so anyways, let's take out the shield of the other one too, because this one's going to cause a little bit of problems, and it's best if we address all of the threats accordingly. Let's go use a willow pack here, regenerate our level 2, and we're going to stun this guy here. But at the same time, we also got some enemy infantry showing up on the battlefield as well, which we have to keep that in mind. We have to prepare for their arrival, because they will be firing upon us with staggering weapons, and you know, we really don't want that. But for the time being, let's try to go ahead and dismantle the shield. Now, what I like to do is I like to do this Omni Slash thing, something out of Final Fantasy 7 even. And you can see the shield has now been eliminated, creating an opening. So now I'm pretty much open to use all my firearms, and none of them are going to be hindered by the, you know, by the little shield there. So that's a good thing. Let's take on this AAW user, pretty much one-hit KO. So hoorah! The accessory currently down, resuscitating them back into the battlefield, and we're receiving some extra firings. Not too sure exactly from where, but we're gonna get ourselves a quick band-aid. Although we got one enemy right over there on that side. I'm being targeted right now, and perfect opportunity to get myself some heal. And let's go get rid of this guy here. Again, my health is really bad at the moment, and the AI are being eliminated left and right here. So we're going to try to bring back some of these guys again. It's always imperative to have as many boots on the ground as possible, because it helps create a deterrent on the foe. Because should these guys kind of run amok and stuff and go crazy, I mean, and I'm speaking of the enemy here, they can be distracted by the little minions. So it's good to have minions on your side. You want to try to keep them alive. So let's try to move out of the way here, as I'm currently out of ammo. Good thing about this map is that there's a lot of large ammo packs, which you're going to heavily need. It's going to be very important here. And my accessory is pretty much being subdued to capture, but we're not going to allow that. We just intervened. And now opening up with the attacks, we should be able to it's all downhill now. It's going to be easy for us to go ahead and try to clear out the enemies as quickly as possible, which is what we got to do here. But anyways, as we continue pushing forward, Fox over here says, bro, we have to get you the augmentations. Yeah, man, I'm working on that. I'll get it. All I need is one more, I think, one more gem from that one particular monster, and we'll pretty much be on our jolly good way. Catching up over here, reading else on the comments, we got Ghost joining us, says, I keep on getting kicked from your room. Yeah, it's the lobbies. I'm not too sure what the lobby's going on today, but sometimes Freedom Wars has its moments. Hopefully PvP won't be as conflicting as co-op was. But anyways, we'll see. Only time will tell. Tyler's over here asking if there's gonna be PvP. I don't know. That determines if there's anybody on PvP to play against. So if there are PvP teams over there setting up lobbies, then we'll be more than happy to join. It all depends. It's not on me, man. This is it's something that's kind of like, it's like one hand washes the other, right? We gotta. It takes two to tango. I would love to. I mean, I'm down for always. I'm always down for PvP. So that is if there's lobbies to join. If there is a lobby to join, then we'll go ahead and do some. But if not, then you know, show must go on, and we'll do some good old co-op. Co-op is always good as well too. So I love me some co-op, and that's exactly what we're making happen as we're taking on the foes, opening up the attacks here. This guy has about a little bit to go here to get eliminated. There he is, taken out by the enemy teammate there, actually one of our allied teammates. And I was just taken out by the Dionea, totally playing and reenacting a, my character was cosplaying as an aircraft carrier. And now pretty much my accessory is about to get abducted. And we're going to try to bring her back before she does. There you go. Always make sure you maintain your accessories. They're the first ones that try to get captured. So you want to try to stop that. We got a double kill on that one, so hey, hoorah. Not bad. Alright, so here's our buddy here. This is currently the abductor we're focusing on. Again, you want to try to take out the the weakest sheep, right? You gotta be like a wolf pack, and always go for the weak ones. So whichever one that strays away and has the lowest HP, take that one out first. It makes your job a lot easier, and it makes it a little bit more it's not as overwhelming, especially when, you know, a game as chaotic as Freedom Wars. There's a lot that's going on, so if you take everything with a nice approach, you'll be able to deal with the enemies, you know, accordingly, and it'll be nice and smooth and organized, so that's good. You managed to take out one of the Dionea alpha types pretty much out of the way, remaining just one more to go. And with that now being said, we can go ahead and open a big old invitation to destruction. We're going to introduce this guy here to the awesome power of our Panopticon, which is its sinners. And my accessory is down again. What, she freaking continues to get eliminated. We're going to try to bring her back here before she gets captured. These abductors always try to capture your accessories, and that's one of the things that you got to be very, very careful with, because you don't want to lose your accessory. They're very precious. So, alright, anyways, as we continue pushing forward over here, let us see what else we have as we're taking on the terrible abductor of the alpha type, the most powerful type there is in Freedom Wars. You know, we either go big or go home. And in this case, we go Dionea, alpha type style. That's what I'm talking about. Hoorah! Alright, let's go try to bring back some of the fallen colleagues and continue with the attacks. Man, these guys do not stop. They always spawn in here, huh? They got a lot of commitment going. But we're gonna try to go ahead and trap them here with the attack. And there is a hyper beam being activated. You gotta be very careful with that. Don't want to get caught by it at all. And both enemies have now been eliminated, with one of the accessories currently down, resuscitating them back into the battlefield. I'm running out of items, man. I'm telling you, these matches, when you do them like alone, you run through so many items and stuff. Let's go try to bring let's get some ammo packs here, which are extremely important. You always want to try to have those. But I'm gonna be honest, these kind of matches are like the best ones. They're my favorite types, and like I said, it definitely keeps you on the edge of the seat. If you're looking for one of those aggressive, you know, type of hunter games for the handheld, this is definitely one of those that will prove its worth. I will say that much, because there's a lot to do in this game, especially with the million-year sentence that you got to work off. It's gonna keep you busy. So with the accessory currently down again, as well as the entire battlefield, gosh, everybody's eliminated here. We're gonna try to bring people back. I got no more health packs either, so this is where medics come into place. Unfortunately, I think we have a medic here. Oh gosh, they're going for hyper beam. However, he got that mountain of sand right in front of him. Is there any medics? No, there's no medics. You got Shielding Thorn, and a Binding Thorn. Okay, so there's no medic. Oh, there's one medic. That's an enemy medic, though. They're always on the enemy side. Go figure. Alright, well, let's go deal with these guys here. And I love how these guys are all the way over here. They're very far. Like, I have like no health, and these guys stray away from me. I need to be close to them so they can revive me. Especially when, you know, I'm not able to get any more health packs. There's no more available. So usually these long fights will prove its worth, as you would use up a lot of your ammunition. and you'll go through many of it. So airborne targets are something that can be very a bit of a hassle and stuff at times. So you want to try to deal with these guys as much as you want to try to keep them a little bit grounded to make it a little bit easier. We got some more enemy infantry showing up here attacking our troops. So we're gonna go ahead and try to take them out as well. We'll start off with the artillery guy here because he's gonna cause a lot of fast damages and stuff, and we need to stop that. So this guy's now taken out. Accessory currently down. Bringing her back into the battlefield, and we got one enemy all the way over there, which has now been liquidated. So good job. Hoorah! Once congratulations. Let's go continue off with the attacks here. As the enemy Diana is now approaching the halfway mark, we're about to do what we can to take out the trash. It's always important taking out the trash. You don't want your house stinking up. And so, nope, not at all. Not over here, not on my watch. Alright, let's go take out the terrible abductors. Opening up the attacks, going in for a reload. This guy pretty much has about 1/3 of his health remaining. He's getting about 1/4 of the way as we keep making our advancements, and we're doing a pretty good job so far. So, like I said, man, if you pretty much just follow the routine, you'll be set. You know, you have nothing to really worry about, even when you're playing with no items and stuff like that. You know, it's good to have extra items on standby, but in these particular long matches, again, soloing them, it's gonna be a bit costly. And but you know, it's definitely possible. So, running out of ammunition, not much options left except using the. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to use our Hawk Shadow. We're gonna try to fall back a little bit too because he's gonna do one of his little attacks here. And focusing on the pod, we were able to destroy the final Diana, bringing us victory, and not too shabby. Good job to the team here. We have succeeded in this operation. 2 Alpha type Dianas taken out, and yep, we made our Panopticon proud. Isn't that wonderful? Sure is. Good job, and hoorah. So anyways, pretty much wrapping up this fight. 16 minutes and 8 seconds was the duration of the overall battle as we continue advancing forward into the beautiful weekend, which is now amongst us. Isn't that exciting? We have a beautiful, it's Friday the 13th. That is awesome. Alright, so here it is. We got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got like 10, you got like nice 10 or 11 rare items. We're gonna donate them all, of course, because you know, donating is good. And it's a great way to build up your, you know, your contributions and stuff. So that was a 10,000 year mission too. Currently, right now, there's wave 1, round 2, starting right now. We just finished round 1, and every single round will be consisting of 3. Actually, every single wave will be consisting of 3 rounds. Once we finish those 3 rounds, we're gonna go ahead and clear out the room and bring in a new team, and you know, continue doing on justice, because we gotta represent with the good justice that we have. So next one, we're probably gonna do some PvP. I think there's some lobbies out there available, so we'll see how it goes and continue on some good stuff. So we're about to deploy onto the next mission, and I think for this particular mission, we got some kitty cats. Oh boy, I can't wait. I actually love the kitty cat missions. They're the best ones, and that's what we're gonna try to strive for. We're gonna try to take those guys out, or we can go ahead and do you know what? Let's do a soul mission over here. We'll do a running mission. These missions are pretty quick. You can beat them about like in a minute. So if you play your cards correctly, you should be able to be fine. And what we're gonna choose is I'm gonna go for the payday loadout. You know, because you want to try to make some you want to make the monies. And monies is definitely it's a good thing. You know, you want to try to save up so you can take out even more enemies out there and do some good contributions, because that's what we will do. Anyways, currently right now the lobbies are, I think they're glitched. I'm not sure if it is glitched or something what, but we got a lot of people already typing here on the YouTube channel saying that they're trying to join, it's not working. And yeah, so it's unfortunately we can we kind of have a confliction with the connection there. Probably NAT type confliction. I'm not too sure what it is, but you know, it's co-op isn't doing its thing, so we'll see how it is on PvP on the next wave. So starting off round 1, actually wave 1, round 2, we're about to take on the terrible paradoxes. These paradoxes are the abductors. This particular one came from On High, and it's one of the villains from the story arc of the game. And yeah, they're gonna be causing some chaos out there. But this guy has a princess captured. We're gonna save that princess. It's up to us. You know, we gotta always save the princess. And because it's the good thing to do, right? We're the good guys. We gotta represent. Alright, let's go use a little bit of adrenaline starting off the fight here. We're gonna jump all the way to the bottom and advance yourself forward all the way towards the main target here. And now that we do this, we're gonna charge up for a level 2. So you can get this guy all binded up, and he won't be able to move, keeping him in place, and presenting a nice opening for attacks here to weaken the weaken this area here, so we can try to go ahead and bust this sucker up and liberate the princess that's inside, because it's what we got to do. So why the heck is the princess not being liberated? There she is. Alright, so now that we got the princess, it's time to hightail it and return her to the RRU, which is the Resource Reclamation Unit. This princess is one heck of a scientist. She provides us with a lot of critical technology essential to the growth of our civilization, which is the Panopticon. These citizens are pretty much responsible for engineering a lot of these giant robots you see, and as well as our weapons, and our way of life is all thanks to them. So we're going to try to rescue as many of them as possible. In this case, there's only one of them to rescue, and there it is. We have succeeded the mission. It's time for us to advance on to the next one. So good job to the team out there, as we always represent to the best of our capability. This mission was concluded in about 1 minute and 17 seconds. That was pretty quick. Now I'm going to show you how much entitlement points you obtain from this particular mission, especially when you get a lot of rare items like this. Sorry, we're going to donate all these stuff here, and it's going to add up to our overall rewards, which we get, and we got a total of 17,908 entitlement points in under literally in just a little over a minute. If you ever pick up this title and you say that, man, a million years is it's really hard to work off, you can do these missions over here. If you play your cards correctly, you can beat them in just a little over a minute, and you'll be free in no time. Anyways, big shout outs to the family out there who's joining us, and on this lovely Friday evening. Happy Friday, especially Friday the 13th. Isn't it exciting? It's so scary, isn't it? But yeah, we're making it happen out there, and much love to the family, and thank you so much for the support. I miss you guys so much. Anyways, let's keep on rolling here with the fantastic fight, as we're about to deploy onto the next mission. This is going to be the final one, as we're going to jump onto some PvP right after this, if there's any PvP lobbies available, that is. I don't want to try to hype it up too much and then there's nothing available. So yeah, I don't want to get everybody all excited and be like, oh yeah, PvP's up next, and then it's like, nope, there's no lobbies out there. So hopefully there'll be some. Unfortunately, tonight in the co-op lobby, there's connection issues. People aren't able to join. So I'm pretty much just soloing this. The show must go on, and that's what we do here. So let's see what else we make happen as we get ready to deploy on this fantastic mission. Make sure you do have, you are prepared. Now for this particular mission itself, we're going to be fighting the kitty cats. However, I would say this: use an anti-abductor, and here's why. Especially when soloing this mission can get very chaotic, as there's a lot that's going to be going on, and you have to be prepared. Alright, so there's going to be a quadruped all-purpose abductor Mark IV in this map, and that sucker is freaking relentless. He will cause a lot of havoc in the battlefield, so you have to go in there really prepared. So I have a build that's just specifically designed to take on that guy. And then after that, the rest are a bunch of T-types, which are the tigers. T is for tiger. Yeah, do you get it? It's a good way to remember what kind of types there are. So T is for tiger. S is for spider for S types. C types, I call them carriers. Those are the ones that the statue carrying flying thing, whatever. But that's not the official term for it. But that's the way I use to remember, what's what. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying. The tigers in this map are standard. They're nothing special. They're the basic of basic. They're kind of like the goons of Freedom Wars. So you don't really have to have anything too special. Any weapon would do. you can eliminate them pretty alright. But if you have a, you know, if you have one of those geek good weapons, of course it's just gonna make the job even easier. And that's what I emphasize, especially for a lot of my attendees that join these weekly sessions. You guys should have a lot of rare materials right about now, man. Why don't you have geek good weapons? I'm gonna start man, I'll be honest, bro. I'm gonna start roasting you guys, because the people who play a lot, and if you guys still don't have geek good weapons by now, man, I'm gonna roast you just like I did until Keaton 2. That was fun. After I did that, bro, everybody started upgrading their weapons. Bro, we started beating missions like in no time. I gotta be that moral boost out there, though. The motivational booster. Anyways, kicking off the fight over here, this is the final round for Wave 1, as we're about to take on a bunch of several T-type Tigers, as well as one all-purpose quadruped Mark IV. This is the most powerful of the all-purpose abductors, is this guy right here. He's the most defensive. He is like a freaking walking, like, tank giant thing, whatever. So we're gonna try to take out some of these little minions over here. We're gonna use some of these explosives, and let's just go ahead and give this guy a bad day, right? Let's do it. Let's rock and roll, man. And try to fall back here as well. You want to try to keep a nice distance from this particular enemy, because he will be causing a lot of chaos. So you best thing to do is use the environment to your advantage. There's a lot of rocks here, a lot of obstacles, and this guy, he's gonna try to trample you. As long as you got these things in the way, he's not gonna be able to do as much harm. So try to stick close to the rocks, and that's usually the best advice I would give if you're gonna be taking on this mission. As you can see, he's firing those missiles, but they're not really making any landfall. As long as, you know, if I try to take cover, I'll be safe. But if I'm out in the open like you saw there, I can't keep myself vulnerable. So try to keep yourself like a little bit on the edge, close to the you know, these corners here of these giant boulders. You'll be good to go. Anyways, approaching the enemy is pretty much advancing towards the more open area, which is he's gonna have a little bit more of a better advantage. So we're gonna try to again be very cautious while we're out here, because again he does have a he has a lot of open area here to run around and roam. So you want to be very careful at that. So just be you know, just be open to any types of attacks from any direction. Now you got the rest of the AIs focusing on the cats, which is kind of good. It keeps them busy. So that's one of the things that, you know, you can use them to your advantage. They're really good decoys from here now and then, you know, so you gotta try to, you know, use whatever is available. The accessory was able to take out one of the apparatuses from its shoulders. That was the mortar launcher. This guy's equipped with a lot of missiles. He actually has a mortar. He has 2 Gatling cannons, as well as a homing missile launcher on his shoulder. So this guy's packing firepower, and can definitely give a bad day if you're not careful. He's armed to the teeth. So again, this guy can definitely present himself a good challenge if you know, especially, I mean, even if you know what you're doing, he can still be pretty challenging and stuff. But nonetheless, it's you gotta plan it out though. You know, you gotta go in there with the game plan, and best thing to do is again focus on this guy. It shouldn't be a problem. Let's get ourselves a little bit of an ammo pack. Free ammo packs are great. The minute you pick them up, it's kind of like an instant reload as well too, so you don't have to it kind of saves a little bit of time when taking on these dudes, and it's kind of the good thing. So let's see what else we have over here. We got Samuel joining us and say here on the YouTube channel. It says, hey, stream today. Yep, there is a stream today. There's always a stream. Well, actually, there's a stream weeknight 6 p.m. Eastern time. We cover 5 days a week. Same time, same channel, you know, 6 o'clock Eastern time. I try to keep it a little bit poetic there so that it's easy to remember for those. However, there is the time scheduling thing, time zones. But since I'm in the New York Panopticon, I would say it only makes sense if I run Eastern time, so that's why I pretty much use it there. But anyways, as we continue pushing forward, representing this lovely Friday evening, want to say a big shout out to all those that are supporting here on YouTube, Twitch, or attempting to join via the PlayStation Network. PlayStation's acting a bit weird today. People aren't able to join on the co-op, but we're going to try to see in the next wave if we're going to be able to get some proper lobbies out there so that these guys can join for PvP, which is going to be happening soon. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Very much so, because I'm gonna try to rock out, man. This guy currently does have about, you know, he's at his 50% mark. He's holding out, you know, to the best. He's putting some really good efforts over here to stay in the fight. Like I said, these dudes here definitely have insane amount of. We're gonna try to fall back here. We're gonna try using some of the heavy artillery weapons. Now the AAW EC, this guy is definitely a very powerful weapon, and it's actually really good for destroying some of these. I don't know why I wasn't using it before. This is one of the strongest builds that I have for any weapon that I created. It's actually my strongest single damage dealing weapon in the game that I crafted. So I can't get any more stronger than that. But yeah, I should have used that weapon earlier. It would have been a much more of a quicker fight. Let's try to bring back the teammates here. Now we can focus on the kitty cats. Now these guys it's gonna be all downhill. These guys are gonna be very easy to deal with because again, they're standard types. They're not like alpha classes or anything like that. Alpha classes being like the best of the best. These guys are just they're kind of like the goons of the goons. So it's all down here, smooth sailing. You can see the citizen is already available for capture. However, we're not gonna go ahead and we're not gonna save her. The reason why, we're gonna try to destroy this guy completely and then have the citizen just be automatically rescued. And then once we do that, we're gonna issue the accessory to go ahead and run the citizen. So that way, never mind. Marie's gonna go ahead and do it. Whatever works. You wanna go ahead and drop off the citizen. Fine by me. Let's go pick up the items here and prepare for the next wave of enemies that will be showing up. I'm so jelly of these accessories pistols. I really wish I can use these pistols in the game. Yeah, look how cool these pistols are, man. They're like some powerful magnums and stuff, man. That is super cool. Some of the firearms in this game really do look impressive, and they look fun to use. I would really love if they would like release like a DLC or something that you can use those, because it'll be cool to use. That pistol kind of looks like a hand cannon for me. I don't know why. Reminds me of Killzone's M4 revolver. That pistol is freaking awesome. Alright, anyways, let's keep on pushing forward over here as we're about to take on the next group of enemies. This is again, these are the standard of the Alpha, the standard of the Ramosa class abductors. And so far right now we're breaking this guy apart. His HP is pretty much almost like 50% of the way. So it's a little bit downhill for these guys. It's gonna be pretty good for us as we try to liberate all the citizens and continue on our good old contributions. The citizen again is already available for capture. Again, I'm not gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna go, rescue them again, because the reason being is that when you rescue the citizen, you're gonna have an abductor, right? You're gonna have a tiger running around with an empty pod, and what happens, what they can do with that empty pod, they can capture your accessory. So I don't want to even give them the chance, the day of light, of an opportunity to even capture any of my accessories. So that's not gonna happen, not on my watch. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and just annihilate the entire thing completely, and just destroy him. That's usually the best way. So there you go. That's one less abductor we have to worry about. And as the citizen is about to go ahead and be redeemed by my accessory, and Marie she gets there so quick. She is one of the best citizens carriers out there, and it's kind of a good thing to have her on your team there. She's one of the most committed AIs in the game, so hurrah to her. Anyways, looking at the rest of the abductors here, I'm trying to find which one has a citizen. That one has a citizen inside. We're gonna go ahead and fight this one now. The other one I think does not have a citizen, so we're gonna just focus our efforts on this particular enemy here and continue the attacks, because it's what we got to do. And the kitty cats are on the menu, right? Poor kitty cats. Menu of destruction. Alright, anyways, let's rock and roll, man. We gotta celebrate, man. This is a freaking awesome Friday, man, I gotta say. It's such a good Friday. It's the beautiful Friday. It's a Freedom Fridays, because that's how we do. We gotta do the Fridays. But anyways, enough of that. The enemy abductor is now approaching the 50% mark, which is good. It's making it a lot easier and accessible for us to advance forward. And my accessory is currently down somewhere. There she is. And so far right now we are clearing out the battle. We're gonna try to bust this pod open here. Again, not sure if I do have any more band-aids on me. Do I? Yep, I do actually. We'll go ahead and use some of those. And the pod has now been broken, creating an opportunity for us to go ahead and dish out some extra attacks here. Let's go use our AEW here. This sucker here can dish out some strong hits, so it's always a good weapon to have if you want to try to make some fast, quick damage. So the combination of the SR-44 and AEW to me is it's really good for, I don't know, I like it. It's a fun configuration. So the accessory now has been ordered to go ahead and capture the citizen, if she's even gonna go ahead and obtain it. And there she is. She's going for her. And there she is. Okay, so now citizen's not being captured. It's all downhill from here. We can go ahead and focus on this abductor. So we go ahead and conclude this fight. And have a lovely night. More reinforcements are inbound, as this map is a great map to actually harvest tigers, especially for their parts. Because these guys keep spawning. And they spawn like, I mean, they eventually do stop spawning. But look, I ran out of ammo. No more ammunition left, but that's good because the match is already over. Congratulations to this grand victory. We pretty much wrapped it up, as it's already wave 1, round 3 has now been concluded. Good job to the efforts of the AIs. Yep, artificial idiots. They sometimes, I mean, they're intelligent. They're not bad. I like to, I mean, nah. Sometimes you know I call them. Sometimes they let you die and stuff. It sucks. They're good though, but it's not too bad. Anyways, 10 minutes and 48 seconds was the duration of the overall battle. We're about to advance onto the next wave. Wave 2 is next. If you want to participate, fire up PlayStation Vitas and meet us up on the PlayStation Network. Should it allow you to connect, that is, because we're having some connection issues from some of the individuals out there. So we'll see how that turns out. We're going to donate all the materials over here that we've gathered, because donating to the Panopticon is always the good thing to do. And you know, we want to try to be on the good side of Percy Propa, which is the the adorable little teddy bear mascot of this franchise, which is so cool. Japan has a way with character creation, and they didn't disappoint with this title. They did a really good job. But anyways, as we get ready to wave our goodbyes to wave 1 and get ready to wave our hellos to wave 2, let's go ahead and start up a new lobby as we make it happen, because it is time to embark on some good old PvP. Now that's, again, if there are any lobbies out there available. I'm not sure if there is anything. You know the rules of PvP. If there are any star players to join, we'll go ahead and join it. If not, we continue doing co-op, and we'll see how it goes. So anyways, let's get ready to make it happen here, as we represent some good fights, right? We gotta make it happen, and we gotta present a challenge for the opponents. That's why we like to join the star players, because these guys are looking for a challenge. We gotta give them a challenge, not free CP. We don't do that anymore. We're not a CP drive. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and search for a lobby if there's anything out there. We're gonna do advanced search. We'll be limiting with no restrictions, as it's kind of an open thing. And there it is. There's no lobbies to join, unfortunately. We got these guys, but these guys are pretty low rank. I don't think there's anybody to go out and join out there at the moment. So I don't think we have any PvP players tonight. Actually, I don't think there's any right now in the comment section either. So everybody here is all the co-op players. So we gotta keep on doing co-op, but we'll try to do what we can and continue on making it happen. So the show must go on, and we're gonna celebrate it. So as we get ready to deploy onto the co-op portion, we're about to make it a lovely one, and it's gonna be magical time. Isn't it exciting? Sure is. Especially even better when you have soda pop, because soda is a good thing. And we gotta go ahead and have as much soda as we can. I don't really drink too much soda, but there's nothing else to have, and I gotta have some type of drink in the broadcast. So I do prefer my kohi, but there's no kohi tonight. So I gotta work with what you got, and we're gonna make it happen. So we're creating a lobby over here based off the Twitch channel. If you're interested in joining, if the internet gourds allow it and make it happen, go ahead and join it. It's a beautiful Friday evening, and it's best spent with enjoying stuff out there. So but yeah, it's pretty cool stuff, and we gotta represent over here to the best of our capabilities, because yeah, it's kind of it's a night that nobody can connect. People are having connection issues left and right, so unfortunately it's how it is. Yeah, but we gotta do what we got to do and keep on pushing forward. Next up at bat, we're gonna take on some let's see what would be good here. I'll say let's take on some of the Ramosas over here as we head off to the New York Panopticon. Oh, it's gonna be lovely. Yes, it is. We gotta celebrate. And yep, I'm not actually from New York, if a lot of people are wondering. They're saying, oh, are you? I get people asking me, are you from New York? I'm like, I'm not from New York. I'm in the East Coast. I'm in the same time zone as New York. The only reason why I chose the New York Panopticon was because I thought this game, it was done in time zones. So if you notice, there's London, Paris, Moscow, Berlin. Those are all time zones. In New York, and I'm like, okay, well, I think that when I picked up this game, when I first picked it, I thought that the game will have like region locks or restrictions to time zones. So I'm like, I'm gonna be in New York just in case if any of my friends from where the city I live pick up the game, we can play together. It turns out that no, and you can play with anybody except for a Japanese copy of Freedom Wars. Those guys are actually region locked. Unfortunately, it's kind of how it is. But anyways, let's see what else we have over here. We're about to switch over our loadouts to some anti-Ramosas. We're gonna face some more kitty cats over here because they're adorable. Oh yes, the little kitty cats are so cute. We're gonna try to deal with them and bring victory to our Panopticon, because we gotta represent. Oh yes, the good old victory. It never ceases to disappoint, but we gotta work for it. We gotta earn our victories, and that's what we're gonna make happen right now. So I honestly do think it's a connection, because I'm playing by myself and it takes forever for me to launch. I don't know why it's doing that, but it is what it is. I have no idea. I guess it's the did you guys update your Vita? There was a Vita update recently. I think it's 3.68. I think it's a new one. So there's a new update. I'm not sure if that's what's causing it, if people are updating or the update was bad. I don't know, because I haven't well, we did play online. We played God Eater 2 Rage Burst. That was on the Vita. Tokyo 2 was played on the PS4, and we connected fine on God Eater 2. So I don't know about, but I don't know, the update happened afterwards, right? I think it's probably PSN. Yeah, Kuro over here says he thinks it's PSN. Typing in on the YouTube chat. Everybody typing in the YouTube chat, man. You guys love YouTube, huh? Ooh. Alright, anyway, starting off this battle, this is wave 2, round 1, taking on the kitty cats, and we got one kitty cat here with his favorite toys ever. He refuses for the fad of fidget spinners to die away. But you know what? We're here to go ahead and end it. It's important. Joshua here says, I updated my Vita, but I still can't join. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's PSN, dude. A lot of you guys are trying to... it's not one of you. It's a lot of you guys are typing here unable to join, which is weird because, it's one of those things that... I don't know. It's very odd. I don't like this update. Ever since the update thing happened, people can't join. At least for Freedom Wars. I don't know. The God Eater we were able to join, but the update happened after God Eater Wednesdays. The update happened around Thursday. Did it? Did it not? I'm not sure. Did it take place on a Wednesday or on a Thursday? Remind me. Type it in the comment section. Let me know. So that way I can put this theory to rest. Because I hope it's... I really don't know. I mean, man, if it'll suck if people can't connect. I mean, there's one guy playing on PvP. It's like just one though. Everybody else can't connect though. I think it's probably, I don't know, man. Either PSN or it's probably me. But my internet is good. I'm like full bars right now, so I don't know. I don't know what it is. But anyways, taking on the first Ramosa, as you can see, his HP is at 50%. He's pretty much approaching the destruction, which is imminent on his behalf. We're doing good though, and we continue striving forward. Pushing for greatness is what we make happen, and that's what we do. We gotta represent over there. But anyways, as there's not too much of an ability to connect out there, at least on the online portion over here, let's cover on some of the cool stuff that's happening on. Let's talk about some of the recent things. There's a lot of new things that are out there. And did you see the reviews for God of War? Isn't it crazy? It's freaking getting 10 out of 10. Holy cow. It's been a while since I played a God of War game. But that is crazy, man. It's getting really good reviews. So that's kind of exciting. You know, Sony Santa Monica must be all like, hoorah, throwing like freaking parties and stuff now. But yeah, that's cool. So God of War is doing really good. 10 out of 10 scores. But we're gonna wait until see, you know, once the oh, I forgot to put in the little traps, which are important. It's good to put the little traps out there, the preemptive traps. I didn't do that. Whatever. The enemies were eliminated. Let's get ourselves a little bit of a, let's see, an adrenaline boost here. Opening up the attacks here. We got the Kitty Cat advancing. He wants Kitty Cat hugs. I'm like, no, stay away. It's no time for the Kitty Cat hugs. Not your hugs. I'm not down for that. These cats are really aggressive, man. I'm telling you, they're clingy. They see you in the battlefield, they're gonna be all like, they're gonna follow you and then trample you and stuff. I'm not down for that. Not this Friday. Nope. Not here. Not now. Not today. I love that saying. Ever since Buzz Lightyear said that in Toy Stories. Not today. That is the greatest thing ever. Alright, let's keep pushing forward as the Ramosa is about 1/3 of its health has been eliminated, approaching the halfway mark. And it's a good thing that we do this. Oh look, there's a little minion over here, fidget spinners. Destruction to all fidget spinners. They will not survive. We will go ahead and eliminate all of the fidget spinners. There will be none existing. You will forget the name fidget spinner after this broadcast, because we will be the reason why they don't exist, because we eliminated them all. Of course. You'll thank me later. A lot of people will thank me. Say, good job. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me too, man. I'm proud of me too. Alright, anyways, taking out this terrible enemy here, Abductor. His health is now below the 50% mark. Hoorah, good job. This is an alpha type Abductor as well. Again, alpha types being the best of the best. They don't get any better than these guys. Unless they have a shield generator, then that's like a best +1. And we're going to be dealing with one of those after this guy. The next Ramosa will be having a shield generator on its back. So, again, saving your level 2 Binding Thorn is very important if you're going to be taking on this mission solo. Or, you know, it's one of the things that you should always keep in mind. Let's get ourselves a little bit more band-aids. Because, well, not band-aids, ammo packs. Ammunition does get scarce at times. So we're going to go ahead and try to do whatever's possible to be conservative. We have to make sure we don't spend too much, because it'll suck later on when there's no more ammo on the battlefield. So we pretty much eliminated the last remaining, actually the second to last tiger. One more to go, and the rest is history. Let's keep pushing forward over here. Reading up on the comment section, Joshua says it was Wednesday. It updated because of that. Was when I gave out my PSN and got in your friend. Oh, that's cool, man. Oh, so yeah, it was Wednesday then that they did the update. So that means I think that new update was, man, it didn't do good, man. It messed people up. Sometimes updates do that. There's probably gonna be another update to fix it, but you know, knowing Sony, I don't know if they're gonna do their updates are more concerned about piracy than you know, I guess connection issues. I mean, they haven't been focusing too much on the connection stuff of this system for a bit. But anyways, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. And you're charging up for a level 2, remember I told you about, it's important to have this puppy here charged up. Well, here's why. This guy has a shield. And you want to pretty much dismantle that shield. You got this guy here. Oh, there you go. Let's try to get up close here. We're going to shoot this thing point blank. Again, with an easy Katse, the closer you are to the apparatus, the more damage it deals. Now, I should have used an adrenaline boost. That would have been a little bit more helpful. But we destroyed it nonetheless, so good job. And give yourselves a pat in the back for the efforts that have been well put into the destruction of that thing. So anyways, let's go keep pushing forward as we're advancing onto the final Ramosa. His shield has now been dismantled, creating an opening for us to go ahead and deal damage to the enemy here. And let's try to fall back over. Again, we want to try to keep a nice distance from this guy because he can get very he can actually get very spamful of attacks, and you don't want that to really happen too much. He's gonna be spamming a lot of like those tackles and stuff, and you don't want to get hit by those. So let's see what else we have here, pushing forward as we make it happen. Continuing on with the lovely evening that's at hand. I am so freaking happy, man. You got you know, I woke up today. I woke up today with like a sore throat, and I've been having a sore throat since and I mean, I woke up and it was worse, right? But I took some I took a little bit of like, what was it called? I think some vitamins. I took some vitamins and stuff. It feels a little bit better. But I'm more essentially happy that it's the weekend now and stuff. That it hit, and but I gotta like what I gotta do is I gotta be more careful now with like broadcasting and not having something to drink, because yeah, like my throat's been sore since Tuesday, and that's yeah, I gotta be more careful. But anyways, it's a lesson learned, and you know, it's worth it because it's a good thing. You prepare yourself for so it doesn't happen again, which is kind of what we want to try to strive for. It's always important. It's imperative and essentials. So we got more enemies showing up over here. Let's go ahead and deal with the threats. There's plenty of enemies all over the place here, and so far right now with this one abductor, pretty much getting the shads kicked out of him. He's not doing too good. He's already on fire. Oh, poor guy. Let's go for some extra attacks here. And with no ammunition remaining, there is one ammo pack that is available, and it's one of the larger ammo. It's the only large ammo pack actually in this map. It's located all the way in this little corner here. And here you go. Pretty much replenished with ammunition and prepared to take on some more epic battles. So we'll see how it goes. Let's continue opening up some attacks, and we're going to try to destroy the enemy foe here as we do whatever's possible to ensure greatness and deliver the destruction to the enemy foe. There we go, managed to actually break the pod over there, taking him to the 50% mark. And I try to dismantle the rest of these little wings here because, again, it's always good to try to harvest as much pieces as possible here. We got that wing broken off, and that's pretty good, not too shabby. Let's try to advance over here and switch over to the SR-44. Going in for a reload and preparing for the next attack. This guy is spamming already that little dash attack there. Yeah, he's spamming it everywhere. So these guys can get pretty annoying with it. And falling a little bit back, you can see currently right now the enemy is approaching to the 1/3 mark. There's 1/3 of the wave remaining. It's getting there. Slowly but surely, and then we can go ahead and advance onto the next one, as we always do. For the beloved fights, we're gonna try to represent over here. We got some extra little abductors, or little minions here showing up. It's always best to deal with these guys as much as possible. and kicking up a little reload. Again, keeping a nice distance so that way you can strafe away from the any of those attacks that these guys would try to bestow upon you. Accessory is currently down. We're going to try to bring her back into the battlefield. Again, having more boots on the ground is always important. Don't ignore your accessory if they get taken out. You want to try to resuscitate them as quickly as possible. More damage onto the enemy will go ahead and try to I mean, it will help you advance through these fights a lot quicker. With 3 shots remaining in the chamber, I think that's just enough to go ahead and wrap up the fight here. Congratulations on a fight well done. We should be advancing on to the next one, and that's pretty much the alpha type Ramosas here. These guys are really they're very aggressive and very stubborn, but hey, you know what, we managed to make it happen here. Oh gosh, these guys are all lined up. I will line up too. What weapons do I have here? I can't face forward. That's cool though. But yeah, they lined up just for this. These guys are like, they know what's up. They're like, it's Freedom Fridays. If the 3D people can't line up, then we get 2D people to do it. Hoorah! That's gonna be our picture. Alright, anyways, congratulations. We should be advancing onto some more battles. 12 minutes and 1 second was the duration of the overall fight, as we pretty much took home the bacon. We did it. I mean, not so much bacon, but I guess kitty cats. You know, we took home a bunch of kitty cats. It's so cute. Alright, total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got about 11 rare items that are all going to be donated to our beloved Panopticon, furthering our advancements of our beloved civilization. And that's what we always try to make it happen. Joshua over here says, do you drink tea? White tea is made from baby green tea leaves and has twice the antioxidants. I drink boba tea. I make myself from a chai tea blend with milk and the tapioca. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll say right now, I haven't, you know, I don't drink tea too much. I usually drink coffee, but tea is really good, especially for the voice. The radio voice. You actually have to have. That's actually good with honey, especially. The most tea I ever drank was like, I guess like the Arizona green tea. I don't know if you heard of that. I would drink that, and I mean, it's good. It's actually really good for talking for a while and stuff. But you know, for me, I need more energy, because the thing about me, when I drink tea, it puts me to sleep. It makes me too calm, and like I'm a type of person that I'm always tired. So if I drink tea, like I'll knock out. So I have to have. I mean, I love tea, and it's great, but it doesn't do me any justice when I do a broadcast. When I drink it, I get so tired. It drops my blood pressure, and I drink tea, and I get so like, yeah, I need something to like fire me up and stuff. So I usually go with kohi, you know, but tea is actually really good, and I think it's what a lot of live streamers prefer. But for me, it's coffee. You know, everybody has different things that work for them. Anyways, to each their own. We're gonna keep on advancing forward. We got some more missions available. We'll probably take on a Ramosa with the Paradoxal, or we can take on the Dionea and the Paradoxal. I mean, there's a lot of options. Or the 3 Imitation Red Rages. You know what? One, I want to take on this one. This one here, we have a Kitty Cat and a Paradoxal. I think this one's perfect. Currently, right now, Wave 2, as we're about to deploy. This is Wave 2, Round 3. If you're currently joining us, as we make it happen. Samuel over here, and says, Soup, hey, 6. You spell wrong video. Wait, Vados? Wait, what? I spell wrong Vados. What is a Vados? Not sure what that is. Is that a person? I don't know what Vados is. Hey, wait. Sub 6. Hey, you spell wrong Vados. It's in Spanish. Va and dos in Spanish. Oh, Vados. So Vados. I don't get it. My Spanish is freaking, yeah, it's not the greatest either. I know a little bit of it, but it's there, kind of. I try my best though. Alright, and he's pushing forward over here as we make it happen. We're going to deploy onto some Retribution Taipei. Isn't that exciting? Oh, it sure is. And I think I have my kitty cat loadout still. I hope I do. Because we're going to take on a Ramosa right now. And it's going to be a lovely fight as we're going to liberate our Panopticon. As always, celebrating it and great contributions. We'll make it happen. And we'll keep on contributing with the good fights. Because we got to try to represent over there. And, you know, it's what we got to do. And drink soda pop because, you know, I'm not a fan of soda pop, but you know, when there's nothing else, you can't be choosy. So, starting off the fight right now. This is currently wave 2, round 3 starting off. We're taking on several dudes in raincoats as well as a ballerina spider robot from on high, as well as a kitty cat with a giant Easter egg on its back. Oh, it's great. He has wings too. He's an angel kitty cat. Alright, so let's do it. Let's take on the bad guys and bring on the we're gonna pretty much introduce the bad guys with the bad day. So we're gonna get a little bit of adrenaline boost here as we're about to advance. These guys do have extra defense armor, so it's up to us to eliminate all of them. Oh yes, it's going to be grand. And so as we pretty much go full auto on these, as we go full semi-auto, freaking what the heck? Do you see the news people on TV? They like to call things full semi-auto, like full semi-auto. There's no such thing as full semi-auto. Okay, let's keep pushing forward. Eliminating all the little foes and little minions. Minions will be destroyed everywhere. Yes, it's imperative that we do that. We're approaching onto the next Ramosa. We're going to charge up for a level 2, and as we do this, oh, it's going to be great. We're going to make it a lovely time as now we're going to deploy our level 2 Binding Thorn, impairing the shield generator and keeping him open towards attacks. We're going to do a point blank shot here. Jumping onto the generator itself, we can deal more damage a closer you are. Usually that's pretty much the case when it comes to firearms. Any firearm in Freedom Wars, the closer you are, the more damage it deals. They actually get weaker with distance. So keep that in mind should you want to try to, you know, destroy any apparatus and you're a firearms user, like if you're using either Katse, etc., etc. The closer you are, the more damage you'll deal. Again, so it's always good to know how your weapon operates if you're gonna be, you know, assessing any of these threats. So currently right now we did manage to break the pod and we're continuing pushing forward the war efforts, which they always will continue. This is the longest reload ever. Freaking heck. Sometimes in this game, like reloading for me, I don't know why. I guess it's like when you have the reloading is normal, but you know, when you're fighting in war and you know, seconds are actually like hours, it feels like. So reloading sometimes can feel like, oh no, it's taking forever. But you know, it's you gotta represent over here. We got more of these little minions over here. Let's go take them out because they're causing problems, and that's not good. We will destroy all the little problematical minions. Okay, minion taken out. We got another minion over here, and let's go open up a can of whoop-shaz on him. And there he is. Ha ha ha. Not bad. Let's go focus back here on the Ramosa, which is now trying to spearhead into the fight. We're gonna get ourselves a little bit of ammunition as well. Replenishing the goods is always essentials. And we actually got a little healing thorn over here, so good job to the AI. Now I am currently taken out though, not too sure if there's any remaining AI here to revive me. Yep, there is Kai coming to the rescue over here, and my accessory being attempted to be abducted, but we're not gonna allow that because we will protect the accessories. We pledge to protect, and that's what we have to do. We always have to pledge to protect our accessories. They need us and we need them. They really do help out on the battlefield, as it's, you know, one of the important things you gotta have. So anyways, currently right now the abductor is down. This is the alpha type Ramosa, and alpha types, you already know that these are the best. We like fighting the strongest, man. I mean, I do. I always go for the strongest monsters in the game, and in this game it's fun. It's enjoyable. You get a lot of rare items too at the end, which is good. I mean, however, I do donate them. I maxed out most of those items, but whatever. It's still fun. It's still fun to contribute and do the good stuff. And we pretty much kicked the shabs out of this guy. We were advancing onto the next one. And whoa, look at all these minions. There's so many of them. Let's give them all bad days. So we're taking out that one. We got another one over here. This guy's using that guy's using the phalanx weapon. Very cool weapon over there, man. It's like this high-powered laser cannon. The only problem with it though, it has like a charge time before it fires. So we got some little more minions flying over here, wanting some attention, but not gonna receive any. Bam! And let's go take out the little apparatuses here. Now it's kind of good to have an Izakatse with you. I built this Izakatse designed for PvP primarily, and it's one of the things that I'm thankful I made it happen because it really did pay off. So we're gonna charge up over here for a level 2, and as we do this, we're going to try to land this sucker here on top of the enemy, so we can try to hinder him immobilized, and we're trying to immobilize him. There you go. And now we can go point blank him, destroying the shield and creating an opening for our attacks to go ahead and do their thing. So always important that you want to take out the shields, especially when using any firearm type weapons. On the battlefields usually can present themselves, watch out for any incoming stray web attacks. Now, if you ever do encounter webs on the battlefield, you can just always roll over them. These things are not invincible. A lot of people are afraid to go near them, but you can just roll over them. If you walk over standardly, you will be caught within its webby grasps, and you don't want that to happen. So let's keep pushing forward as we now have the other enemy over here, and we can try to focus on him. I'm going to try to get his attention to go on the other opening, because this area is a bit cramped up to fight. We're going to pull Goku and Vegeta, where it says, let's find an open area where there's nobody. This is a really good area here to fight, so we're going to try to get all of the teammates to follow us over here. So let's see, I'm going to put the, wow, that missile hit me all the way from over there. Let's see, let's go with this one, and we have the accessory over here. I'm gonna try to get, you know what, I'm gonna try to get this guy over here. Try to focus on us. There you go. They get mad when you shoot them from a distance. So that's kind of a good way to get their attention. It's a good thing I have an SR-44 on me. So now he's currently down. This is a perfect opportunity for us to, out in the open, this is a good place for us to fight. When you have a sniper rifle, a long range rifle, you always want to fight in the open. You don't want to fight in confined areas. Usually these weapons play a better role in the in open areas and stuff. Usually confined areas are best for submachine guns, and the smaller the weapon, the better it is in a tight space. But anyways, as we take on the enemy over here, he's approaching the 50% mark, and that is our goal. And we get this guy out of here, we can continue on addressing the good fights, and we'll represent here with our grand battles. You can see he pretty much abandoned all of his armor in favoring speed. So now he is going to be a bit more mobile, but it's not going to do him much justice again, because we got that range and firepower. So this loadout is consisting of a glass cannon. Everything is just focused on attack. There's no defense on this loadout at all that I'm currently using, and that's actually most of my loadouts for everything. But it's what I really do enjoy using. It's fun. You do die a lot, but if you're able to take on enemies, and oh boy, you can give them bad days fairly well, and it's great. It's awesome. So as you can see right now, the enemy has very little HP left. Like I said, out in the open, this guy is not gonna, he has nowhere to hide, he has nowhere to move. He's just gonna be caught within all of the attacks of an SR-44, and it's just gonna be it's not gonna be good on his part. So he's pretty much done. So anyways, congratulations, we're gonna take the victory here as we wrap up this battle and advance on to the next one. Good job to everyone on a job well done. These AIs don't play, man. They represent fairly well. These guys are all the way over there. Hey, look at them. They just missed out. They missed out taking out the giant bad guy. So, anyways, let's go pick up a little item here. I think he dropped an item. Yep, there it is. You always want to pick up the materials, which is always good because you can donate it later on and adds to your entitlement points. 8 minutes and 45 seconds was the duration of the overall battle. Good job. As we continue on with this grand celebration, which is Freedom Fridays. A lovely time it is, and we definitely, I'd make the most of it. I try to. We got about a total of like 1 rare item on that one, but it's all good because the night is young, it's beautiful, and it's currently 19 minutes after the hour, so we still have like a good amount of time left. Well, 41 minutes left to broadcast. And the weekend is now amongst us. It's a beautiful Friday evening, especially the fact that it's Friday the 13th. Ooh, spooky! Yes, it's Friday the 13th. I can't, man. That's crazy. I should have. If I would have known, I would have done something cool. I would have said we're using only knives. Everybody only use melee weapons in celebration of Jason. Alright, anyways, advancing on to the next one. I currently don't remember what round this is. I think this is round 2, wave 2, right? This is wave 2, round 3 right now, I think. So we got one more fight remaining after that, and then we're going to try and see if there's any other available lobbies on PvP, and we'll do some, some more good stuff. So the next mission over here, let's see if we can try to speed this thing up a bit. Let's go do some of the story missions. Let's fight a Bell and Red Rage. They're fun to deal with. Let's go to basic operations, and we're gonna try to find, let's see, where is that one mission? That's one of the particular missions I do enjoy playing. It's just fun, especially when you equip your accessory and yourself with a flamethrower and try to take out the bad guys with it. It's lovely. Let's go build a loadout for it so we can address the situation. In this particular fight, I think it would be best if we have ourselves, let's see, let's go use an anti-abductor. And then we're going to change out our weapon, our second weapon here with the a nice powerful Sons-of-Helghan, which is, we're going to look for one that has, I did build one with a triple power up and elemental damage. I think it's this one. I think, yep, this one's designed pod damage, elemental, the willow element up. I think this one's better. Yeah, this one's really good. This one has that double elemental damage with the willow element up, triple power up. Oh heck yeah, this one has the this one has higher willow damage. This is 80 and this is 100. We're gonna go with this one. Oh boy, let's represent. So we're choosing this bad boy to go with us, as well as for the accessory, we're gonna go ahead and get her a Sons-of-Helghan as well, because we want to take on these guys with flamethrowers. It's gonna be great. We're gonna represent, be the time of our lives. Oh boy, I can't wait. So let's make it happen here. A bell will be taken out over here, and with the power of fire, we're gonna represent. You're gonna see what flamethrowers do to a final boss. Oh man, it's great. It's like he doesn't even have a fighting chance. But we'll see how it goes, and how it will continue pushing forward. And it's gonna be great over here. Man, I'm so I don't know why I kind of want hot chocolate. You know, like, you ever had like that? It's like it's not coffee, but it's hot chocolate. It has little marshmallows on it. Oh man, those things are delicious. I think there's one by Ovaltine. Oh gosh, those are the best ones. Alright, anyways, let's push forward over here. This is the final round that we're about to embark on, taking on a Bell and Red Rage. Red Rage is the original blueprint of all the abductors in Freedom Wars. So all those giant robots that you see, the Red Rage was the first one. It was the prototype, the original one, and all the other designs came off of his design. So that's kind of cool. So we're gonna start off over here with some adrenaline boost, and then we're gonna have ourselves some let's see, switching over to this weapon here, and then we're gonna have our accessory. We're gonna put cover me, so no matter what I attack, the accessory is gonna try to follow in and deal with their the destruction. So we're gonna catch this guy here in the flamethrower attack over here. You can see he's unable to move, and my accessory is now going to open up as well. And currently right now, this guy was intervened. I try to get close here, getting out of the way as much as possible, opening up our flamethrower fiery attack. And again, a bell can cause some problems here if we're not too careful. So let's try to catch him here within the fiery fury of our attacks here. You can see he's unable to move. He's just gonna stay pinned here. My accessory should come in anytime soon. She's reloading, and by the time she starts firing, he's gonna be free to attack. So we lost grasp here, but we trapped him again, and yeah, he's pretty much done. So take that! Why is my accessory reloading like every 2 seconds? Freaking heck, you just keep firing. Anyways, you can see that's the best way to deal with the final boss. He's a punk. He will kill people a lot. But if you want to, you want to take on this mission and you're having trouble, equip your accessory and yourself with an Adele ring, and knock yourself out. You're gonna have a fun day. Again, the only thing I would say is issue the command "cover me." So no matter what you attack, your accessory will be able to attack him too. Because if not, if you equip a flamethrower on your accessory, she's just gonna stand there looking pretty. She's not gonna fight anything. So you have to issue the command "cover me" if you want to do. If you want her to actually use her weapon. That's the only thing. So you gotta know what you're using, and then you'll be able to take on the bad guys and save the world, one step at a time. This guy's trying to attack me over here. It ain't gonna happen though, because we're here to go ahead and cause the destruction and eliminate the enemy foes. Oh yes. So you can see currently right now I am using a anti-abductor build. Now this particular build itself, it has a it's pretty much primarily focused on attack damage and it's actually using stacked attack damage. So it has on the augmentations the standard attack up, attack plus, and also abductor attack. So 3 different attack modules have been equipped on here, so it helps us with this with the speeding of any. Oh, what the heck, I'm back alive. I don't even know how it happened. It just did, but I'm so thankful. Alright, anyways, but yeah, so this thing has it's focusing heavily on offense, and it's kind of one of the best things you want to have if you're gonna be focusing. If you want to give yourself a challenge, again, you will die a lot because again you're sacrificing defense. But in turn you'll be doing a lot of massive damage. You'll be breaking off parts like crazy, and it's good. It's a bit of a trade-off, but just make sure you're quick and nimble on your feet, and you'll be safe. Another thing too I'll recommend, which is always important as well too, if you're gonna build up a very powerful build, make sure you have double movement speed. That's your mobility is your only form of defense. So being able to walk out of the way out there and try to survive, it's the only way you can kind of try to do your thing here. So anyways, as we continue on making the fight happen, we're going to shout more SR-44 attacks on the enemy here. I try to wrap up the battle. As you can see, he's about to get eliminated, and good job to everybody, and congratulations. It's time for us to wrap up here this wave of wave 2 and launch into wave 3, right? Kind of good stuff here. Oh man, dude, look at that weapon right there. That is so cool. Just rubbing it in, man. Freaking that's the detail in this game is fantastic. You can easily forget that this is a handheld game. 4 minutes and 5 seconds was the duration of the overall battle as we get ready to advance onto the next one. And man, I want that pistol. I really wish, man. I really wish they would release a DLC, but this game's been out for such a long time. I know it's not gonna happen, but one can dream, or be optimistic at least. We're gonna donate the rest of these items here and advance onto the next battle, as we like to make happen and do, because we gotta try to represent, and because we're gonna try to do what we can, and it's fantastic. I'm gonna go donate all this stuff over here, because donating is always the best thing you can do. You want to make your Panopticon proud, and we're there for that. We're definitely there. We're gonna represent there to the best of all capabilities. Oh yes. Hoorah, Panopticon. Anyways, as we continue pushing forward, that is it for Wave 2. Wave 3 is up next, as we're about to return back into the beloved cell and start up a new lobby, right? But in search of possibly a PvP game. So we're gonna see if we'll try to get a PvP game in, and that would be like the good thing, hopefully. So I'm gonna do a little happy wave over here. There you go, Pacam. It's time to go. It's already, yeah, it's time for us to return and create more opportunities of greatness, right? Let's do it. Let's make it happen and hope for a PvP game. We'll see if we can get one in. Unfortunately, PSN, ever since after the update, people are unable to join. A lot of comments on the YouTube chat saying that people are trying to join but it's not working, and it is what it is, but whatever. We continue striving forward and see whatever's possible, and if something works, then we'll try to do what we can. Anyways, let's see what else we have as we continue pushing forward. We're gonna create, we're gonna search for a lobby. We don't create lobbies, we join them, especially for this one. Now the rules are it has to be a star player that we have to join as we try to make happen. We got one lobby over here. We got Vadus. Now I know him. That's from the YouTube chat. So we're gonna try to. I think we can try to join that. Is that cool? Well, let's see. It's close enough. 15. We'll try to get one game in, and if it works, then it works. We'll try joining it. But usually I try to keep it towards avid PvP players. That's what we try to join. If not, then whatever. It is what it is. We try to move on. But we'll go on to some more co-op. So we're gonna see if we can join this lobby. If it works, then by gosh, then we're gonna get some multiplayer stuff. I hope so. But anyways, let's see what we have here as we continue pushing forward and making it a lovely fight here on the beloved Panopticon. It's trying to join, and it's taking a lot longer than it should. So, I don't know, bros. I'm not sure what's gonna happen here, but we'll see. If it connects, then it connects. We should be good to go, and we'll see how it turns out. But these little tips are pretty useful. Using the thorn jammers prevent enemies from using their thorns and also destroying. Yeah, you've been disconnected from PSN and will be forcibly returned to your cell. I got disconnected from PSN, so it's a PSN issue, as you can see. Yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. Oh gosh, that sucks. Okay, so nope, PSN's acting weird. It's acting the fool, and we can't really do much about it. So let's see what else we have here. Okay, Drax says make a friggin' Discord 6. You want me to make a Discord? No, I made a Discord and I closed it. I don't want a Discord. I'll probably, I was thinking I was probably making a Discord for like the biggest supporters of the channel, the biggest, largest supporters, the people who make this channel what it is and are responsible for making this channel where it made it today. I'll probably make a Discord for them. It'll be like an exclusive club. I don't know, maybe. I was thinking about doing that, but I don't know. You gotta be a big supporter, and I don't know, man. You gotta convince me. All right, so let's see what else. We're gonna try to make a new lobby. Requesting cooperation is up next, right? We're gonna try to do some co-op. We try to do some PvP. Unfortunately, PSN is acting its shenanigans, right? So it's Play Shenanigan Network. That's what I'm gonna call it right now. So PSN, S is for shenanigan, and we are not able to connect ever since their recent update on Wednesday. People can't join lobbies. Go figure. We're gonna create a room over here in an attempt to go ahead and try to release a beacon of hope. Hopefully somebody will be able to join in, and there's no restrictions whatsoever. We're also gonna base it off our channel. You already know the drill. Twitch.tv 6axis is where the magic happens, and bam, there it is. Wow, we got everything set up. Oh joy, I can't wait. Let's rock and roll, man. Let's rock and roll. It's gonna be a lovely time as we continue celebrating this beautiful Friday evening. If you're joining us right now, happy Friday to you, and yours, and everybody else out there. You wanna make it the happiest and the most enjoyable one. But we're gonna try to do what we can. All right. So, anyways, as we keep pushing forward, we're gonna try to make some games happen. Right? Maybe we'll see. Well, we can at least play, at least single player. We're gonna in celebration of single player. We're gonna do some single player missions. How does that sound? Single, but some story missions. I think that would be kind of right? You know what I was thinking? On a day that we can't connect, I was thinking about making weapons. And for people who've been asking me, it's like, hey, yo, Six, you should do a video where you make weapons. I'm like, I should. I was thinking about it. But this is actually not a bad opportunity to do so. Anyways, we're about to deploy onto this mission. We're taking on the Code 7 mission of where you take on Natalia. Very, very cool mission. One of my favorite. It's a great mission to train on, by the way. Oh my gosh, someone actually joined. What the heck? The PlayStation, actually the Play Shenanigan network is actually coming through. And someone had managed to bypass the shenanigan part. So now it's PlayStation, not Play Shenanigan. So I probably stand corrected now. Let's go to Anti-Sinner. We're going to use this loadout over here because, actually, you know what? Before we do that, for the Anti-Abductor, let me do this now because I know I will forget. Let me put back the AAW that I had before because the AAW is a very important weapon to have in this particular loadout. So we're going to have the AAW AC. There's one that I made that's triple stack power damage. And it's one of these ones. I don't know which one it is. There's a bunch of them. There's that one, and then there's that one. No, elemental damage. Double stagger damage. Oh, that one's, I think that's a good. So double stagger damage, elemental damage, XO, double power up, pod damage, clip size. Okay, that's the one. This is the one that gives the bad day. We're gonna go for this one here. Okay, so you see that's the strongest it can get. We're gonna go with this one. So pick that one. But yeah, a lot of people have been asking me to, yo Six, you should make a video on how to make your weapons because you make some pretty good stuff. I'll show you. I'll do something like that one of these days, or I think it'll be nice to have a video out there. I'm more of an event coordinator than a content creator. That's my role on the PlayStation MVP program, what I used to do. And I did events. So for me, I didn't do videos, I just did events. So when people told me you should, start broadcasting and posting on YouTube, I used to not do YouTube stuff. Recently got into it because it was highly recommended. It's like you should, when you do these events, it sounds like you're broadcasting. And I would do this in chat rooms. That's how I used to do this before, not live streaming. I did all this in chat rooms in the past, and they're like, yeah, people would jump in the chat rooms and they were like, are you broadcasting? I'm like, no. And like, oh, it sounds like you are. I'm like, no, this isn't an event for the PlayStation forums. And they said, well, you should. And I looked into it, and here I am. Who knew people actually watch this stuff? But yeah, there's a few people that enjoy it. So, and I enjoy it that they enjoy it. So it's cool. It's all in a day's work of being an entertainer. Yes, it's fun. We're gonna go for Guns Never Tire. We have this already set up. I think we're now good to go as we're about to deploy onto some good fights. Let's make it happen. And it's gonna be a lovely time here. We got ourselves the, we got our stuff. We're prepared to take on some wonderful fights. We got an Attack on Titan cosplayer. It looks like an Attack on Titan cos. You know what? Let me confirm that right now. Do you have the rose in the back? Yes, you do. That's totally Attack on Titan. Good job. I got the reference. That's the fun thing about this game is when people do cosplays, can you identify what it's representing over there? But anyways, you got Drac joining. He's made it happen, and he says, I've been tuning in since 2014. Oh, have you? That's, whoa, man, you old school, huh? Oh man, but it's the difference between tuning in and joining as well. You gotta join too. You gotta be like full hardcore. So but anyways, but yeah, in all reason, I used to run a Discord. I stopped because moderating for me is like I'm not a moderator. That's like the last thing. I don't have moderators on my channels either. But yeah, sometimes it can turn out to be like oh gosh, I got the wrong weapon loadout. Whatever. This thing would annihilate these guys quick. So let's get bad day for you. Let's see. We got another AEW. I got Natalia over here. Natalia's gonna freaking catch it. One hit KO. I'll tell you, this is the strongest. This is the strongest you can make this weapon. Like the strongest weapon in the game is this guy over here. This little puppy. And you can dish out some really strong attacks. There you go. Like you can just end them. Like it doesn't matter how strong they are. Like you know, Natalia's like one of the boss characters of this game. Like I can just one-hit KO her. It's kind of embarrassing. You know, she's like, "Oh, I'm the boss character. No, not today. You're gone, get out of here." But yeah, it's you know, it's kind of the thing, you know, that you gotta represent over here. But we're making it happen, right? We're doing what we got. Don't worry, bros. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. You gotta kick their butt, man. You gotta eliminate the foes. But yeah, man. If you ever want to make a KO weapon like this, bro, knock yourself out, man. This is kind of like the must-have in video games. Well, at least this one here. You want to have yourself, you know, a nice old AAW. Yeah, I gotta say, like, honestly, like, when I first made this weapon, I made it to take on abductors. But if you see how effective it is on like on co-op or even PvP, it can cause a headache. But I mean, you can actually make a build to survive a hit like this. The only thing is, it's gonna be a bit of what the heck is? Oh, I thought there was an enemy nearby me. There you go, annihilated. This guy got this dude over here. I got that dude. I can't, not anymore. Annihilated. You know, I wanted to use a Hawk Shadow for this fight, but whatever. I guess I'll rock AEW. I don't use this weapon as much as I should. And I got one over here. There you go. 3-hit KO. Oh gosh, I'm being hit by weapon attacks. Let's get out of the way because this weapon's very sluggish. And as you can see, I have no movement speed on it whatsoever. So I made it primarily just to deal with abductors. It's supposed to be a It's just supposed to be a destructive cannon of doom. So we got one dude all the way over there. Let's go try to take him out, and there he is, annihilated. Oh gosh, what the heck? Oh, I didn't know. I thought I got you, bros. I got you, bro. No, never mind. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. I need band-aid. Let's switch out to this weapon. Freaking run! I'm dead. All right, so I suck with menus. That's my only weakness. When I'm like. That's the only thing that gets me killed is menus in video games. Oh gosh, you know, I always try to have like, let's see, like quick navigations on stuff, but you know, you freaking Natalia over here. It's like I rarely use the SR-44 for taking out minions. I like to use this weapon on I like to use this weapon primarily on, what do you call it? Abductors. I don't know, I think it's cool. Anyways, congratulations, we have managed to succeed in this fight. You are the only person, dude, this is like a zombie apocalypse. Everyone has been succumbed to the T-virus. You and I are the last one remaining. And you came prepared with the flamethrower. That's the best thing to take out zombies. So good job. Good job to you, Mr. Drek. Completed the mission in about 3 minutes and 13 seconds was the duration of the overall battle. And we're on to the next one, right? We're gonna try to represent over here and donate all these materials and stuff, and that was pretty good, not too shabby. Good job to all of the war efforts as we push on forward. Greatness awaits. You know, I like saying that greatness awaits. That was one of the slogans for 2013's E3, which I went to, by the way. It was the first E3 I ever went. And it was cool. I saw the unveiling of the PlayStation 4. I saw it live. I saw it with my own eyes, like right there in person when you know, Yuhei Yoshida took out the PS4 in his hands. Was it him or was it the other guy? I don't know. Man, I suck with freaking memory when it comes to people. But bro, when they took out the PS4 and they unveiled it, I saw that, and then everyone saw it on, you know, on the internet. I saw it in person. I was like, whoa, it's so cool. Yeah, it was interesting. It was a cool experience. Anyways, on to the next fight. I also got to play Killzone Mercenary too on the floor. That was awesome as well. Let's do some more missions over here. We're about to deploy onto some more fantastic adventures. Let's take on a Dionea and Paradoxa, should we? I think we shall. Or we can take on Red Rage. Whatever you want. Let's do Red Rage. Let's fight Red Rage. We haven't fought. I mean, we did fight him, but we didn't fight him with people. We have people here now, and that's what makes it even better. Is the people. Alright, so PlayStation Network is working for some, not all. Yo, Drac, did you do the update? Were you able to do the update for the PS Vita, because a lot of people did that update and they messed themselves up really bad, and it's crazy stuff, man. Oh, but anyways, let's see what else we have over here as we keep on pushing forward. Let's see what's next. Anti-abductor. I think we're good, right? We're good. Yeah, we're good. We got the right loadout. We got the right stuff. You think so, Drek? Let's make you happy. Let's advance on to the next one. Let's do some good battles. Catching up over here as we represent. We're gonna try to do. Yeah, we're gonna try to do what we can here, as possible. Yeah, if I do a lobby of Discord, man, a lot of people here are like, well, I'm dedicated. Man, if I do a lobby of Discord, it's I don't know, man. It's a lot of maintenance for me. It's like I get caught up with a lot of, like, I run like, oh gosh, I'm when it comes to maintaining stuff, for me I don't think I'm qualified for much. But I'll look into it, man. I want to try to make it, if we make a Discord, it's gonna be really small. And like I said, I was thinking about doing something, I don't know, yeah, I'll look into it. I made one before in the past, and you know, I learned from it, so I don't want to get into it, because sometimes, you know, what happens is it gets, you know, anytime you deal with social stuff, you have like you know, there's people that start bickering with one another, and then you gotta, like, it turns out like, yeah, babysit them, and you're like, no, you know, people start fighting with one another, and then it gets weird, and you know, I'd rather not even deal with that. So that's why I don't do any social network stuff. This is the most social I get when it comes to the internet, is broadcasting. I'm like, I deal with this is fine, this I can do. Anyway, starting off the fight over here, we're gonna take on a bunch of abductors. This is the Mark IV quadruped artillery abductor. This is actually one of the most defensive. Anything that you see with a Mark IV or Alpha, that's the best of the best. They don't get any stronger than that. And this is a Mark IV. It's more annoying that the fact that it's a quadruped. Quadrupeds have higher defense than the standard bipeds, and it's even more annoying that this guy is strapped with a bunch of spam cannons. Right, this guy's gonna be spamming attacks everywhere, making him one of the most very tedious enemies to face on this game. So let's go ahead and try to dismantle that cannon over there, because he's going to cause a lot of annoyances with that. So we're going to try to you know, minimize the casualties, and try to take out as many of the obstructions as possible. So let's get ourselves a little bit of a reload kicking in. As you can see, he's pretty much following me now, and that cannon is kind of keeping me a little bit pinned. I'm not able really to turn back, so we're going to try to shoot it again when he has extra enemies showing up over here, providing him some support. It does make it a bit of a challenge, but you know, a challenge nonetheless that is still possible. It can be done. Again, so it's always best to try focusing on these on one enemy at a time, and you gang up on that guy. We'll focus on the Red Rage afterwards, but this guy primarily we have to get rid of him. As you can see, currently right now he has been fully disarmed. Not that he had any arms to begin with, but his armaments have been already dismantled, all of them, and all he can do now is just follow me like a puppy dog, right? That's pretty much, that's his only attack capability. That and body flops. He does some killer body flops, so you want to watch out for those as well. So let us continue pushing forward as we make it happen and rock and roll with this lovely battle. Let's see what we can make do here as we try to eliminate all of the foes and stuff. We're gonna try to you know, rock and roll, and it's gonna be great. Oh, it is. I can't wait. So let's do this. Let's rock and roll here. We're gonna continue on dishing out some chaos and Bacam. Not too shabby. We managed to go ahead and eliminate these enemies, and I'm gonna get myself some revivals over here, bringing back the accessory into the battlefield. It's a great opportunity for us to go ahead and rock and roll. So I'm kind of curious, how many of you guys have Monster Hunter World? Huh? I'm curious. I'm gonna ask this question because I don't know if you guys already know. Some of you guys live under a rock. We've been broadcasting Monster Hunter World every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It is a new thing on this channel. It's one of the new routines. If you've been gone for a while and rejoining us, we are representing that. I'm really excited about that game. It's super fun, and I'm looking forward to doing some online gameplay with you guys. We'll see how it turns out. You know, again, with the update of the PlayStation Vita, some people are going to be unable to join. Some people can join, but it's weird. So PSN's been acting a little bit weird. But as a the show must go on, we have to have that type of mentality. At least we have the PS4 kicking in, and that people were able to join just fine. So if you guys want to hang out over there, we can rock out. I'm Monster Hunter. I know that was like the originator of the is the originator of the hunters, right, of the genre itself. So that's kind of cool. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up some of these items over here on the ground. Always important to do so, because that's the stuff that you obtain, and you can go ahead and craft the goods. And you always want to try to craft as many goods as possible. So let's go ahead and try opening up some extra attacks here. And as you can see, currently right now the abductor here has a little bit of health remaining, not too much, and he is pretty much receiving a little bit of the bad day. Busting up his pods here fairly nicely, and with an RPG shot at the end, I think he has been eliminated. Good job to the team out there. We should be advancing on to the next one. So congratulations. Jack got the kill on that one. Hoorah! Ho, ho, ho. Alright, let's go on cleanup duty. There's a big mess over here. we were a bit messy with taking on this particular abductor, but we did a good job nonetheless. Alright, anywho, as we advance onto some more glorious battles, we got some little item over here. Let's pick that sucker up too. And we got this over here too. Let's go pick up this item. You always want to pick up everything. You don't leave anything like unpicked up, because you'll miss out, man. You can get a really rare item, and if you try to upgrade your weapon and it tells you, well, you need this one material, and then you're not able to, that's kind of a crunchy feeling. You're like, man, I could have just picked up that one item that was available on the floor, and I didn't. Accessory currently down. Let's go ahead and try to bring, even, never mind. Well, whatever. They got unlimited respawns. The cool thing about the AI is that you don't gotta worry about them dying. They're not gonna use up your tickets. So, they do die, and they just spawn in unlimitedly. So they're expendable. It's fine. We'll be good. Let's continue on the attacks over here. We got Nina trying to carve into the pod, and Nina's always trying to, every character has a personality or has like a role in this game. Like Nina always breaks pods. Like, she tries to go for pods. Kai likes to revive people. He's like one of the best revivals. Who else? Marie, my bad. Marie is like the best citizen runner. She runs citizens like crazy. Like, everybody has like that really good personality. So if you're playing single player and you want to have like a specific objective, like if you're doing citizen carry, like take Marie with you. If you're playing a mission that is like like people are gonna die everywhere, take Kai with you. If you're dealing with a mission that accessories get abducted and you need help in destroying pods, take Nina with you. So these are cool little tips to know if you're entering Freedom Wars. And like I said, this is a pretty big game. A lot goes on, and it's tough to cover in a single sitting. So the team here going for a drag down. Everyone's doing their stuff, and we're gonna try to help them out with that. I think we could. I don't know why I'm not able to get a lock on there. There you go. And not today. You just got denied. Let's go ahead and try to deliver some extra AAW shots. And as you can see, currently right now the enemy is at the 50% mark. And we're doing pretty good so far, not bad. So continue on the good efforts. We're advancing, making some good time here. We're destroying all the parts, and we should be obtaining ourselves some nice hefty materials. And then should you want to craft yourself something good, well then by gosh, knock yourself out and make it a reality. I'm being bullied by these little minions. What the heck? And my accessory too. She just got KO'd. One of the things I always notice in these video games is that your accessory only dies when you die. That happens so frequently, I've noticed. Like they always stay alive, but the moment that you die, it's like that's when they give in. It's like, you know what, I join you, I can't live without you. It's kind of the thing. Alright, currently right now we do have a bunch of abductors here out and about. We had a couple of bleed outs, expending about 2 of our tickets, but we're going to charge up for a level 2 here and dismantle this particular abductor's shields. Again, we want to try to take those shields out. We can't have those things running out and about, because if they do, they're going to cause some problems, and we don't want that. Nope, we sure don't. So we got to try to take out as many of them as possible. And we're going to use another one of these willow packs. And we're going to try to use a secondary level 2 charge. Again, focusing on the shield here. And we managed to stun him, deploying ourselves 3 missiles towards the targeted area. And not bad. Let's go ahead and continue on good fight, where we have ourselves no more ammunition. Oh whoa. I got 3 shots. Actually, I got 9 shots remaining for the AAW. Let's focus on the weaker abductor here, as this is... Wow, we missed all those 3 shots there too. Let's get ourselves some ammunition, which is the good thing. This map here does have a nice hefty amount of reloading capabilities, as it provides you with large ammunitions to your disposal. Use them cautiously though. You want to be considerate of the other players on the battlefield. Only use them when you actually do need them. A lot of times when you play with newbie people in video games, they walk all over 4 of them when they have like, oh, you know, like I need to reload, but hey, there's ammunition over here. I'm gonna walk over all of them. Oh boy, yeah, it's thing. I've come across those a couple of times. But yeah, it's always the thing too, and I mean, it's punishing later. You know, if you don't follow that routine, because later on you'll need those ammunitions. And there it is. Good job, managing to succeed on destroying the second abductor, and 1 more to go with some extra little shield apparatuses, or little minions here. Let's try to eliminate them. And this guy is currently available for elimination, and we just managed to make it happen, so hoorah. And this is the final Red Rage abductor. 1 more, and that's it. We can go ahead and celebrate our holiday, which has now arrived. The weekend is amongst us. Isn't that exciting, man? Don't you get that cool Christmas feeling when it's the week? I do. You gotta go ahead and be all like, man, it's the weekend. You know, you gotta be like super optimistic about it. Make it an adventure. You got so much stuff to look forward to, and you have to celebrate it. Celebrate life, man. It's a good thing, man. Always surround yourself with the things that bring you joy. And you know, that's some of the good things you gotta do. So that way, you know, it's a wonderful life. You gotta make it happen. So that's what we got, and that's what we're doing right now. We're making it a fantastic time taking on this terrible abductors, these giant robots. We're saving the world. Oh heck yeah, it's awesome in the 2D world at least. But we saved the world nonetheless. So it's a wonderful feeling for being the hero, adventuring on, taking on these giant robots, and you know, liberating our panopticons and stuff. Let's get ourselves some extra. I need another extra. This mission is gonna drain ammunition like crazy, so it's highly essential if you're gonna be taking on these particular missions. Having a melee weapon is usually really good, as it provides like a good consistency in keeping the battle moving forward. Because once you run out of ammo, you're gonna have that one pause of not doing anything, waiting for the ammunition stuff to replenish. So make sure you always do have a lot of ammunition on standby on your loadouts and stuff if you're gonna be doing like a full gunnery build, which I do. I use everything like I use pure guns in these games. I mean, I do have some melee weapons. If I do have to choose one, the Hawk Shadow will be my favorite. I like that one a lot. And the critical damage of that weapon is fantastic. It has some really good critical hits. So I kind of like the weapons that Natalia uses. She uses a Hawk Shadow and an SR-44. That's a cool combination. So let's continue on the attack here as we're eliminating the foe and bringing our justice to reign upon the enemies. We managed to destroy the final abductor. Concluding this fight is currently 2 minutes till the hour, 7:58. Congratulations on a job well done. It's time for us to get ready to wrap up this beautiful evening. We're going to be returning back to the hub so we can wave our final goodbyes to all those that help support, make this night amazing and awesome. And we did a good job out there, and that's a good thing. 12 minutes and 48 seconds was the duration of the overall battle. I do apologize if you guys have been trying to join tonight. PlayStation Network has been acting up. That's out of my power. I have no control of that. That's up to the internet gourds. But yeah, unfortunately, you know, they did what they did, but I did what I could. So that's what matters. That's the difference. We got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 15 rare 15 miles. Yeah, you remember from Rugrats? Well, anyways, you got 15 rare items on this spectacular mission. So good job. We're gonna donate all that stuff. So we're gonna keep that platinum one. That platinum one we're keeping because those items are rare. The rest of it can be donated. And you know, it's gonna help further our panopticon. It's gonna make it awesome and even more powerful than what it already is. So again, big thank you to all those that have been very supportive on the, you know, the YouTube chat, on the Twitch channel, or being supportive also on Twitter. Shout out to all of you guys. Also, shout out to my one Patreon. I only have one Patreon out there, but I do have one. That's cool. I'm very thankful for that. So shout out to my one Patreon. For helping support these broadcasts. They help fund it. It's not much, but it you know, it's something. It's, you know, it buys a cup of coffee at least, and it's great. It's awesome, fantastic. So shout out to my one Patreon out there. I want to say a big thank you to all those that have been very supportive. As always, this concludes tonight's broadcast with Freedom Fridays. It was Freedom Wars for the greater good. We'll be back next week with more PlayStation Network goodness. We're celebrating from ranges of PlayStation Vita games to PlayStation 4 games now. So whether it be on Killzone Mercenary, Monster Hunter World, God Eater 2, Rage Burst, Toukiden 2, or Freedom Wars, tune in to Ed Drac. Don't worry about it. We'll be back. The night is over, but we'll be back. Don't need to be sad, man. We're making a return, and we gotta be happy, you know, because it's how we do. But yeah, it's a bummer because we're closing already and it's over. But we're gonna be back though. We'll see you guys on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. Celebrate it to the best of your capability, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you all for watching. Later, everybody.